Hi everybody, welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Anastasia and I'm a fashion blogger, stylist and a founder of the personal shopping London business that I run for many years. Well, anyway, this is the video format that I wanted to create to just, have any afterthought on things that I purchased before, because on the first preview of the haul, things might look like they are amazing and they work well, but I think it's really important to understand and get to the basics of like what works, what doesn't work, what functions well. And this is just my experience, and for things that work for my lifestyle, for my profession, for what I do. I'm a mom of 2 young kids and I'm a fashion entrepreneur and I'm also a fashion blogger, and I like to do sports and I like to be comfortable when I do stuff. I like things that have aesthetics, so just keep in mind that these are the things that I consider when I choose stuff for myself. So some of the main criteria is things to be practical, to be washable, because I have the kids and I don't want to worry too much about the items. Secondly, yes, I want to be more on a trendy side without being too trendy, because I am a fashion blogger, I am an entrepreneur, so I have to have things that work for me for important meetings that look well, and I'm an entrepreneur in a fashion industry that makes me, be kind of like visible everywhere, and I need to look good at the same time and have like a little bit more like things that are maybe like branded or like a trendy. So you do keep in mind, if you don't work in fashion industry, probably you could have gone for a much smaller wardrobe. And some of the things that I realized recently, that I tried like very minimal wardrobe when I was 2 years ago, when I just become a mom of my second kid, because I did take kind of a career break. I had a team who was working and doing like all the things to do with the fashion, and that I could just focus on my life. But then you never like live in isolation, and yes, a very small wardrobe might work for you, might work really well for you, but I think it doesn't hurt to have a bit more choice and abundance. So just recently I realized, I put a list of 100 items that really are essential for you, and this is such a good exercise. And if you do this exercise, you will realize that so many things that you really need in your life, just like basics and like technology things like an iPhone and your laptop, and maybe for me it's a coffee machine, and for me it's some other things that are not related to fashion. But some people who do worry a lot and are more fashion conscious, of course they would put a list of the clothes person. This was kind of me, and recently I was also like always blaming myself for just having too much in my wardrobe, but then I realized that it's okay, because you do this as your profession. And I do worry when I have too much, because it just gets out of place and you can't control it, when you have just too many extras. But if you have a system in place, when when to reduce, when to donate, when to give something, when to sell something, I think it's fine. And for me, I made a rule that like maybe 4 items in each category just works for me, gives me enough choice, enough variety to cover the needs that I have, because some people do have the fashion needs. And I'm also as an entrepreneur and economist by my education, I believe that yes, we do need to support the economy, and we still need to be purchasing things, but it's important to purchase things that work for you and make you more able to do better things, work better, look better, feel better, be more successful without spending too much time on it and without spending too much money. So here's where we have the balance between the fast fashion, more like eco-friendly, like medium range fashion, and luxury fashion, because in many cases luxury fashion is also like non-friendly for the environment. Things that are made to last like very seasonally, and things go out of trend so much. That's why I wanted to talk about the brands that I'm going to be covering today. So some of the brands that I pick most out of others are Arket and Toteme. So this is gonna be just, you know, an overview of things that I've purchased and that I covered in my previous haul when I was in London. And yes, just bear in mind, because if you travel, if you live in different locations, some things work really well in one location and they stop working in another location. So this is what happened to me. And yeah, if you're interested to know more, keep watching. This is gonna be a slightly long video, but I think you will get a lot of useful insights. So to start with, I'm just gonna show you the trousers that were mango, and they were in one of my first hauls in September. And this is the new top that I got from H&M. They don't have it on the website, but I always know that these types of jumpers work for me. That have a texture, they are like black and slightly loose. So it also is good when you know, maybe take pictures of outfits that you like, and through the years, if you have on your phone, you know, pictures of yourself wearing different types of items, you kind of can analyze and think, oh, okay, this works for me, this doesn't work for me. So this is a really, really good exercise. So for me, something that is loose and black and, you know, matte and has like chunky knit works well for me. That's what I know. And for the bottom, I know that I am slightly like wider in the shoulders and slimmer on the hips. So something that makes me bigger on the bottom always looks good. That's why, you know, I go for certain items like this. On a second note, I wanted to tell you that I'm Ukrainian, and Ukraine is currently at war, and we need all the help that we can get. That's why I am linking down the support link, how you can support the army of Ukraine, and a lot of my proceeds from this video will be going to support Ukrainian army and people who are in need. And on my business, I'm doing the special fund to help entrepreneurs from Ukraine who suffered due to the current crisis. So any of the proceeds, the commissions that are coming from this video and my next videos, this and next month, are gonna go for those purposes. So very recently I had a situation when I was really down because, you know, your country is being bombed and you're not there, you can't do much, you're so broken inside. And there were another few occasions in my life when you feel most heartbroken. That's how you can easier realize about like things that work for you and things that don't work for you. So we're gonna start with the blazers. The blazers that I have, and I think I showed them to you multiple times before, and you've seen them on my blog. This is the Arket oversized blazer in size 34, so it's kind of smaller size. Maybe they also make it in size 32, but it's cut well, it works well. I said one of my stories this week that I probably will be interested to find something similar in like a bit better quality, because it works as it is, but I feel like for like very, very luxurious shoppers, people who are used to very high quality, the material is slightly like stiff and slightly on a cheaper side, although it's like the best you could get for the price. So if you're just starting out and if you don't want to spend so much money, I think it works pretty well. But I wouldn't mind to find something that would be more expensive, but you know, could have a bit even like more premium quality, because that's what I need for when I meet with important people. My other blazer is very casual, so this works really well for what it is. I think it was in my H&M haul, so it's made of linen and it's very soft. So basically I think about it as a cardigan, and I wear it a lot of times when I just wear like leggings, t-shirt, white t-shirt, some kind of top, and this is on top I would wear this blazer. But keep in mind that I'm in Abu Dhabi and the climate is really hot, so for the hot climate it just works amazingly and I never worry about it too much. And it's not even like, you know, it's not catching lint. It always looks good. I think I sent it to dry cleaners once and it's still fine. Well, this blazer is always like catching lint and it's not something that I love. It needs a bit more care. My other favorite item from my haul in London in Arket was a pair of trousers that are cropped, slightly wide but not wide. I think I'll add a picture for you so you know. A lot of people bought these trousers of my recommendation. I'm not sure if they're gonna make them again. I hope so, because it's really a good model. Same, similarly to the blazer, it's not the same quality as the blazer. It feels like more premium fabric or more polyester-y, not like less woolly. The cut is good. Would I want to try something like this a bit more premium? Yes, maybe. In terms of care, it was really easy and I didn't yet dry clean it, so it's kind of stain proof, and I didn't ever have to iron them or steam them, although like I didn't travel with them, but yeah, they kind of work really well. So for some really important meetings, I would wear the trousers, and I would probably wear them with a shirt. So the shirt that I remember like when I was really needed to have a good impression, and I was wearing the shirt with a little sheet, and it's a navy, so it totally can be combined with the navy. This one was from a Mango. My leather shorts that I bought is another bottom, because I already had a leather trousers. They have really amazing trousers in leather, so I think this year I'm gonna be upgrading my old leather trousers that are now gonna be 4 years old, and I wear them a lot. I'm just probably gonna be changing them to the new ones. The leather shorts that I got, they kind of worked for me in Abu Dhabi. I wore them a few times when I was going out. I wore them when I went to the Formula 1, because I had no idea what should I be wearing. Most of the people were wearing like some kind of sporty outfits, like with a really cool and trendy and rare sneakers, jeans, and you know, tops. I didn't have a style like this in mind, so I was wearing this. They're really comfy. I think as spring and summer is coming, I'm gonna try to wear them a bit more often. I know it just doesn't hurt when you don't wear something, to try to do a few new combinations, but I'm also okay to letting go. So actually I put it up for sale on my Depop, so if you need shorts like this, you can find them on my Depop. I wore them already on 1 or 2 very important, you know, photo shoots for me. So there's a blogger life as it is, and it's something that happens, you know, you always like need new outfits kind of to be on a social media. I know it sounds wrong and really not eco-friendly, but trust me, I tried already to, you know, do photo shoots with like all the old items. Maybe in near future I'll just stick to like all black. I'll just do trousers, like some kind of top and a blazer, and it's gonna be my outfit for all kind of photo shoots. But sometimes you do need a little bit more variety, so these worked well for the photo shoots, and they're quite comfy. They smell amazing too, so it's more like a fashion uniform, I would say. It's not like, you know, work, not practical uniform. Talking about work uniforms, some of my favorite, like my most favorite item of all of them, I think it was this silky shirt that is a little bit like Toteme, but I think it's more easier to wear. Maybe some people will think that it's like a pajama, but for me it worked really nicely. Maybe because I shouldn't be wearing like so much white near my face. On the contrary, I had this white shirt also from the Arket haul, and I don't wear it on a daily basis, to be fair. I just wore it a few times when I needed a certain outfit with a black trousers, when I was doing like some photography for expensive bags. It did look good, but I think you know, these details are really a bit too chunky for me, and I think maybe the material doesn't work so well for me, so I'll be looking to have another white shirt, maybe something more in a silky material that really works well for me. But white is kind of easier to combine, so white was going okay with the black trousers, and I did wear it for the photo shoot, but other than the photo shoot I didn't wear it at all. So I guess for ladies, for sometimes you do wear shirts, but make sure you wear it in a material and color that works for you. I guess I was kind of new to this, and that's why it didn't really work for me. Although like before I thought white shirts worked for me, but maybe I had them in a, you know, in other combinations. So this was really my favorite, and I was combining it with these jeans from Zara that are on a brighter side, so they kind of bring each other up. With any other trousers that would be more dull, it just wouldn't work the same way. As you can see, So this is really my favorite, although like you have to be careful when you wear it. It's like wide on sleeve, so when I want to throw myself a quick breakfast or lunch, you have to be really worried about the sleeves so they stay clean, and it needs like hand wash or dry clean, but still I think one of the best things that I previously purchased. Another shirt that is green and poplin shirt, it's quite oversized. I think same way, it's just because in Abu Dhabi I tend to be a bit more classy, because people around me, they also tend to wear more classy things. I didn't wear it as much. I think I'm gonna wear it more in summer when I go to Europe with a wider like kind of trousers in white, maybe with some jeans. Maybe I'll wear it on the beach actually with the bikini, although my swimsuits are on the pink side. I don't know how it's gonna be combined, but like I would say maybe 3 out of 5 kind of worked for me when I was in London. It works with the leggings. So I was going out in Chelsea, you know, and in the UK people are really casual when they're going out, so I would wear it with a tank top underneath. I would wear it with the skinny leggings and a flat, and then I would have a blazer on top, but also you need to kind of add some jewelry to it. Otherwise it's just, maybe it's a bit too long for me being petite. So this is just what it is, but this is a style I wanted to try, and now I know that it kind of is okay, it's cool to try it out. So I guess it was covering my, you know, fashion blogger need more than, you know, my business or like practical functional needs. Another shirt, it was actually not in my Arket haul, it was from a long time ago. I think I had it over a year, from H&M. They do it regularly, so I really like the color. It's not super white, the cut is wonderful, works well. I had it in size 38, so slightly bigger than I usually am. So it's a UK size 10 and I'm usually an 8 or 6. But I think the combination of the fabric, the color, the cut, and when I don't know what to wear, I wear this shirt with any jeans and it just works really well for me. I don't know if I should be looking for something like this in more premium quality. Maybe I should check out like the Everlane or I don't know what other brands, but these are really well washable, very easy to just like throw in the machine and it just looks good. So if I would even compare like more expensive white shirt with a bit more muted like ivory shirt in practical material, I think this one wins. And I like cooking around the house, and I have something that I made for myself, made up for myself, but it's like my chef uniform. When I'm around the kitchen and I do like cooking or like cleaning or baking, I like to wear shirts that are not new, that I used to wear for work. So I would wear this shirt with the jeans that also are like not super important jeans for me, but it's still like I'm around the house and I look good. So this is my idea of functional wardrobe. I don't ever like wear like loungewear around the house. I think it's not nice. This shirt was really my favorite and it still is my favorite, and it's such a good quality and I can't recommend enough like Polo Ralph Lauren. And for my kids I always buy like shirts, t-shirts and shorts for my boys of this brand. It was not in my haul. I think I bought it separately, but it just works so well with any like white jeans, white trousers for summer. Actually my favorite ever, and it was not so expensive. So you might think that it's around £100, but this material is just so amazing. It's really worth it. I think I should get the same shirt in white in this material, and it's gonna be my favorite white shirt. Talking about other layers like t-shirts, I also realized that you can have a bit more variety here, because one white t-shirt doesn't cover all of your needs. So I have around 4 white t-shirts. So talking about white t-shirts, I think you can never really stop looking for the right one, for the perfect one, because yes, the style changes, you change as well. I feel like when we age we need things that have a bit more texture, and you might want to play with your neckline, or you might try like scoop or v-neck, and all of these give you a very different mood. So what I currently keep in my wardrobe, I would say 3-4 essential pieces, and yeah, maybe a full t-shirts and in your favorite color, but I think white is the best. And if you have more than, you know, 4 pieces, you will not be able to give every of your t-shirt enough care and love to keep it white, and you still like what will be needed to update it. Like if they don't last you too long, you know, maybe once a year or once, probably not 6 months, maybe if you have more, maybe it will last you 2-3 years if you care really well for it. But I think it's just easier to update like every 6 months, and even to have just 2 should be kind of easier. So t-shirts work for me for any casual occasions, for as a layer when I go for the yoga studio, let's say. I would wear them, yeah, with my linen blazer, or when if it's kind of like work kind of like related thing, or smart casual style, I would wear leather like leggings, or like normal leggings. I would wear a more defined white t-shirt that's like a bit less casual but more like classy, and I would wear it with a blazer. So it's kind of endless, but it's very powerful combination. So that's what I wanted you to know. So I think out of them all, this is kind of like a favorite piece of mine. So it's and other stories. It's called the boxy t-shirt, and they do it in many colors, but this is the best color for me. I didn't try it in any other colors, and it's just perfect. I size a little bit, so I go for a size small or size 36, and it's just works wonders. It's really good, you know, quality of the seams here, and it keeps the shape nicely. I had another t-shirt like this. I think I have it around a year now, more fitted one, and yeah, a year later it does become less wide and it does need to be updated, but for the 6 months I think you're good to go with the white t-shirt. And that's why I prefer to get these t-shirts from the brands that have like really good and big factories, because I also have this one by Toteme, and I feel like it's more like difficult for this t-shirt to stay in shape. I always like worry so much, and like it takes a lot of my time to kind of wash it, because whenever you wear makeup, it just like some of the makeup stays, or I need to learn the trick of how to take it off without like, you know, leaving the makeup stains on. And then you need to also like steam it, so for it to look good. So this is kind of now steamed, and this wasn't steamed. So when I reach out for something to wear, I would go for the easier option. It's just because I guess for my lifestyle it's more suitable. Yes, Toteme is beautiful, and it's just a bit more like designer, and it's a little bit long. So I guess most of the items didn't work for my height, unfortunately, so they made for the tall woman. Maybe they will consider making things for a bit shorter woman like I am. I'm kind of medium height. I don't think I'm so too small, I'm not petite for sure, but you know, the leggings. So talking about Toteme, yes, I was keeping the t-shirt, these leggings, and the tank top. The tank top really was amazing for me, and I wore it a lot, and I think I'll be purchasing it again because it's just beautiful, and I didn't see a better option in other brands, although I checked a lot of them. I went for a smaller size, extra small basically. I wear it a lot as an underlayer for my jumpers, because I really like when it sticks out in the bottom, and you know, it just makes you, you know, I don't know, put together, and just gives you a good definition. And also for wearing it without anything on top, and wearing it in the same way with the blazer. So this was the best. I don't have a black one now. I think I lost mine in Ukraine when I was there over summer, so I'll probably go for the black one again for the summer, because I think like the very sleek combination of black t-shirt, black tank top, and black trousers just works amazingly well for the summer. So the leggings, the trousers, they were a bit a bit long for me, and in my environment they don't work so well for me because in this hot climate you want your leggings to be kind of thin. So for the winter I would prefer, instead of these, I would wear leather leggings, and they're a little bit more like dull, so maybe I'm just like not the right person for them. I'm sorry, the prayer is starting. And yeah, for the t-shirt as well, I loved it, but I think I keep it for the best days, and that's why I don't use it as much. So my goal is to wear something that's wearable and functional. Talking about other t-shirts, I also added these two during my London trip. So this was a linen t-shirt by Mango, and it's a v-neck and it's just perfect. I wear it a lot when I do sports as my top layer, or casual with like any jeans. It looks so good, and especially when you wear some necklaces, it's just like really one of my favorites. I think they still do them, and I think they were gonna do them again, so definitely check out this one. Another one that I picked up, it was an Arket t-shirt in oversized, like vintagey kind of cotton, washed out cotton. I do wear it a lot as well, especially when you have something that's kind of fitted underneath, and it gives you a really good casual look. But I wouldn't wear it for like any work meetings, important stuff. So if you are into casual style, I think it's essential to have a t-shirt like that that's casual, and have one that's a little bit more polished. So probably 2 is the smallest number that you want to get, and just one, you know, as a spare one, because if you don't have anything to wear, a white t-shirt will kind of save your life. Talking about white t-shirts, you also might want to consider a long sleeve white t-shirt. So this one is from the other stories, and for winter it works wonders. So I was wearing it a lot also with my leggings, with like leather leggings, and with the jacket on top or with the blazer on top. It was wonderful. I love white, you know, tops and white jumpers. They always look beautiful. But if you are in more cold climate, I think you might want to go for the sweatshirt instead. So this one was really one of my favorite purchases from that, you know, London haul. So I got the sweatshirt, and I got a pair of shorts. Let me find them. I think you've seen these shorts, okay? Okay, so the struggle with all this whiteness, yes, you need to kind of keep it always like tidy and clean. So my tip is like soaking them. I have like IKEA storage box that's transparent that I use sometimes for storage, and I use the same box for when I need to soak stuff to make it white again. So when you have really stubborn stains, just, you know, put it in water, leave it there for 3 days, and you will be surprised. It's magic. It works and it becomes clean again. So this is how I keep everything kind of white and clean. So for the colder climate, I'll definitely use this one a lot. Even like in August in London, I was wearing this sweatshirt a lot with the jeans or with the leggings. So it works wonders. So this is one of my favorite things, I think, from that Arket haul. And we're now going to be moving into the jean section finally. So these were my most favorite jeans ever. They are from Mango. I think I'm gonna post a picture of myself wearing these jeans. Why I like them? Because they are not too fitting. They are comfortable to wear. It's like, you know, the boys jeans. I think it's called Mar. Yes, Mar jeans. The color, my only comment is that the color is slightly dull, and I think I wouldn't mind to have them in a bit brighter blue, but it works for, I think it works for the European kind of weather and life, because life is very different, you know. That's why in my environment I prefer things that are a bit more like bright and blue, but I love the fit, and you know, they are like sweatpants basically. So when I want to be comfortable, I want to wear sweatpants, I would wear these, and they are even better than sweatpants because they don't ruin the shape. You can easily, you know, be around the house in them, working in them, and still look good, and then you can go to the shop or pick up your kids and still look put together, and for the price, I think it was £30, it's amazing. And they are not too fitted at the ankle, so they just right, and the length is just right. I think Mango would be my like favorite destinations again for the jeans. I remember back in the day when I was younger girl, I remember that Zara Jeans never worked for me, but Mango always did, because they do have enough room on the bottom for those who have like a more rounded bottom. Yeah, that's why I told you that like Toteme didn't work well for me. So that's just, you know, to do with your like body morphology. Other jeans that I picked up on my haul in London were two of these by Arket, and these are the black jeans. And unfortunately here in Abu Dhabi, I just didn't get enough, you know, time to wear them. So I think I'm gonna be selling them, because I don't probably need it in my wardrobe. If I would want to wear something black, I would wear trousers, or I would wear my leggings or my like leather pants. I just didn't get to wear these, so I use them on a photo session. The shape is really cool and they're cute. I think I should have just kept the blue one, but for the purposes that I needed for my photo shoot, yes, it worked well. But otherwise, it doesn't work for me in my environment. So unfortunately, these were not a good recommendation for me. The other jeans that I picked up were these kind of like very basic light blue skinny kind of jeans that are not super skinny, not super tight on the ankle. And just right now they're not like really in a trend, because the trend is for, you know, slightly looser style of jeans. So in terms of my fashion function, doesn't work very well for me. But I think it's going to be coming back, and I'm going to keep them for the summer, and just as something that, you know, you want to wear for a change. It works for me, and for wearing it with like my favorite sneakers, with the Chanel sneakers or with the Chanel flats, classy, like a little bit more skinnier jeans kind of always look better. And I did get a lot of compliments and people on my BSL Instagram asking me about these jeans. So I guess you can wear them and you don't have to worry about, you know, if it's in a trend or if it's not in a trend. So I'm gonna put them in my summer wardrobe, then I'm gonna try to wear them a lot more. The fourth pair of jeans that I wear a lot these days are these Zara jeans. They were in my Zara haul. I love them because as I said, the color is very bright and it just brightens up everything. So it's very lovely. All the material is not looking as sharp, but it does have a good effect, and I love wearing it for work. And they are not fitted at the sides or at the knees, so they kind of has a soft trousers, and I like them this way. And I think the last part of my haul were these knit tops that I got a couple of them from Arket and some from Mango. So I'm just gonna give you a brief update. The black top that I was using for my video trailer, as you've seen it here, and a lot of my, you know, Instagrams from over summer, really nice. It's a Mango one sleeve, like one shoulder top. Worked really well for me, and I wear it on multiple occasions. I think it's still my favorite. Like, I always reach out for things like this. I also got this one from Arket. This is much more like nicer quality. Quality is super nice, but in terms of shape, like, it's more plain and more basic. So I think my goal will be now to, you know, continue try to incorporate things that I didn't incorporate in my wardrobe before, because I guess over winter I was just focusing on the jumpers and shirts, and I just had a little bit too much. So some of these things I just got them in case, because I know that it kind of works. But for something that's really unexpected, you know, important, you know, event, meeting, something, very nice quality black knit top with any like jeans that are like nice jeans, like white jeans, trousers, especially like non-black item would look really nice, and as a good base for any jewelry as well. So the Arket is really amazing at this stuff, so check them out. I had this one in a lighter color, so this one actually I wore much more, and it's also such an amazing like color. It's not super white, really amazing quality. So for the price of, it's under 100, so it's around 60 or 50 pounds. Amazing. If you wear things like this, these are really amazing. So I wore them, this one as well, for a lot of my like work functions with the blazers. Just works really well. So really recommend you to have these. The long sleeve top that I had it for my photo shoot, and I was expecting that I would be wear it more on more occasions in Abu Dhabi. Just didn't get to wear them enough, and I was already had it on my Depop, and then I decided I'm gonna continue wearing it, and then I decided that I'm not gonna sell it. But it seems that I can't wear it at the time. Maybe I'll keep it for, you know, my ancestors. Well, for now it's with me, but it didn't work well for me because it's just for the climate, for the environment I'm in, it doesn't work so well. The last item I think here is a sleeveless jumper, and it was mango. Yes, it's like a white, so that's why I had to wash it quite a few times regularly to keep it clean. I think it was just a little bit too sporty, so in terms of function, yes, it kind of works, but more like around the house. I wouldn't wear it for work. It just doesn't look polished enough, and it looks a bit too casual. So I think the outtake for me would be that, you know, just don't, when you get like more like older and more mature and you have more responsibilities, you cannot always like incorporate all these like trendy items in your wardrobe, because I feel like sometimes you would look silly wearing them. But if you don't care, I guess it's fine for you, but that's just my opinion. So that was pretty much it. Thank you for watching all of this video, and yes, I wanted to remind you that yes, I'm supporting Ukraine, my home country, and all of the proceeds of this video would go to support army and people in need in Ukraine. So please spread the message about like tortures that are happening right now in Ukraine, and I'm gonna see you in my next one. Bye.